By the end of this video, you will have 3D mapping mastered with our latest updates. Our latest UI enhancements make navigation effortless, helping you save time and get the most out of your workplace. Let's dive in and check out these new features. First up, we've improved the feed, adding tooltips so that when you hover over the icon, you can see exactly what it does, making it just a bit easier to interact with and take action. Now, the map itself has received a major update in the form of the new action bar, giving you quick access to key features. So let's go through these new icons and explain how they affect both 3D and 2D mapping. Firstly, we've got booking on behalf. Available for both 3D and 2D mapping, this allows users to be able to book spaces on behalf of other users, just as the name suggests. It's perfect for ensuring that a desk is booked for all your team members and that they can be sat close together. Next up is map layers. This is a feature exclusive to 3D mapping that will allow you to change the icons that are visible throughout the map. And this just gives organizations greater control. If you don't want a busy map, then you can toggle these items off. Next up is roles, and this is available in both 2D and 3D. This feature will highlight people with roles such as first aider or fire marshal when they have a desk booked on the map at the time you're viewing it. Simple, effective, and fully flexible. Now onto another feature, which is one of my favorites, is changing the time of day. Now there is already a time-based filter that's available on the 3D map, and this will allow you to change the time of day that you are viewing bookings. Additionally, if you happen to be browsing outside of your office hours, there is a new pop-up that will appear that will inform you that you're browsing outside of hours and will give you the option to jump to the office opening hours, which will give you a more accurate representation of the availability of your office. However, changing the time of day simply changes the aesthetic of the map itself. Available for only 3D, it allows you to change between dawn, day, dusk, and nighttime, and this will give a completely different atmosphere to the map as you're viewing it. It's a nice touch to customize how you want to view the map. And that's a running theme throughout this video. It's more customization for you. How do you want to interact with your workplace? Now, switching between 2D and 3D maps can also be done from this menu. You'll have the 2D map icon there, but you can also use 3D and seamlessly switch between the two. If your organization does not use advanced mapping, then the 3D option just won't be available on there, and nor will things like map layers or changing the time of day. Those are 3D exclusive features. One other enhancement that we have brought to the map is the ability to search for a new location. So in our location dropdown, historically, you could just drop down and find your location, but now it's a lot easier to simply search for the location that you want and then be able to find it. So then we can transport ourselves to a completely different office much easier. Historically, parking spaces and lockers have only been bookable when adding them onto a desk booking. So along with our map enhancements, we have included two new icons up at the top here for parking and lockers so that you can book them as standalone spaces. So I can go into here, I can take this parking space, and then I can choose the days that I want for it. Similarly with lockers, I can book a locker space without the need to book a desk, and I can pick how many days I want it for, and then I can hit confirm. If I wanted to as well, I could also book a parking space along with that locker space, but I don't need that, so I'll leave it for now. I'll confirm that booking. Then when I go to open up my booking and statuses, I can see that on Thursday, I've got my locker booked. Additionally, finding people in the office is going to be easier with the updated people tab in the menu at the top here. So when we click on that, we get the same kind of list as before. However, you can see how these are now kind of highlighting and pinpointing where people are on the map. If I click on a particular person, not only will their space highlight, but the map will orient around and show me exactly where that person is. And one additional touch we've made is the ability to be able to see people's profile pictures from the map. Again, there's a toggle for this in the layers menu, so you can turn it on or off if you want to. Lastly, let's go over some navigation tips for 3D mapping. So at the bottom, we have an icon called map controls. That will show you some controls for things like zooming in, dragging, and rotating the 3D map. There will also be a couple of buttons for easily just zooming in and zooming out. And if you need to reset the map at all, then there will be a reset button as well. All of this comes together to create a greatly enhanced 3D mapping experience. You get a 3D twin of your workplace, and with this update, much greater customization for how you interact with the map. But try it yourself and let us know what you think. And of course, if you need more help, we have written articles available in the RICOH Spaces Help Center, and you can always find more videos just like this one on the RICOH Spaces YouTube channel. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.